November 8th, Friday, Luke 16, 1-8. We all are familiar with the story of a lazy donkey. A man had a donkey to help him transport goods. The donkey was loyal but lazy. It often found ways to cut corners at work, causing his masters losses. One day, the donkey was tasked to carry sacks of salt on his back to town. One of the routes along the way required it to cross a river. As they were crossing it, the donkey slipped and fell into the water. His master immediately helped him up. To the donkey's surprise, the load on his back suddenly felt lighter. The water had washed away the salt inside the sacks. For the next few days, the donkey would slip and fall into the water. His master noticed that he was doing this intentionally. This frustrated the master, and he decided to teach the donkey a lesson to prevent this from happening again. On their next trip, he filled the sacks with cotton. Not knowing this change in cargo, the donkey again fell into the water. The cotton absorbed all the water, making the sacks much heavier. It got so heavy that he couldn't get up at all. His master then came to help him, and from there the donkey learned his lesson. In today's gospel, we have the story of the rich man and his steward. Someone in the rich man's household reports to the master that his steward has been squandering his money. A steward is a person who manages the resources of another. The steward had authority over all of the master's resources and could transact business in his name. This requires the utmost level of trust in the steward. Naturally, the master immediately calls the servant in and asks to see a list of his expenses and the monies that he had spent. The servant panics. He didn't expect to get caught. Now, what was he to do? Notice, he is not repentant. He simply wants to ensure his future. So the servant devises a plan. He calls in each of his master's debtors and reduces the amount of money that each of them owes his master. What is unbelievable is the master's reaction when he discovers the steward's dishonesty. Instead of firing the man or putting him in prison, he commends the steward for acting prudently. At times in our lives, we find ourselves in a difficult and frightening situation. At these times, do we turn to God? Do we trust God to give us another chance? The gift is God always gives us another chance. Our part is to trust that God will never leave us. Wishing you a good day. Father Paul, CSSR from Kerala.